spiritual awakening. Have you recently gone through a spiritual awakening? Or do you think you are going through one right now? Well, this video did not find you by mistake. There is a message that needs to be delivered to you in this video, because I'm going to tell you signs and symptoms of a spiritual awakening, what you might be going through right now. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video so you won't miss anything. But first, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment. I really appreciate your support, people. Now, when it comes to a spiritual awakening, you're going to do this alone. It's not going to be a lot of people that can help you walk this path. You know, you have to walk this journey alone. And you may not even know what's going on with you right now. But I'm going to confirm some things that are going on with you that is definitely going to let you know that this is a spiritual awakening. And it is a great thing. So make sure you stay tuned, people. Now, signs and symptoms of a spiritual awakening. Listen up, people. First of all, a spiritual awakening is waking up to the fact that there is more to life than the physical. You know, spirit, consciousness, and awareness. You know, and you feel like you have been chosen. Guess what? You have. You have been chosen. If you are going through this spiritual awakening, you have been chosen, people. Now, one of the things that you will experience on a spiritual awakening, one of the symptoms that you will go through, you will experience an increase of synchronicity. You know, a synchronicity is two or more events which connect in a meaningful way. That's a synchronicity. These can be numbers, signs, just coincidences that you just can't explain. You know, these are one of the first things that you will go through when it comes to a spiritual awakening. I know I did. You know, I started seeing like repeating numbers everywhere, and I just started going crazy. I was just like, you know, what's going on? You know, and I had to figure it out, you know, and I found out that I was going through a spiritual awakening, you know, because I did some research, you know, because once you start going through a spiritual awakening, you are going to want to get some information. You're going to do some digging. You're going to do some searching. You're going to look for some knowledge. You know, you're going to look for, why are you going through this? You understand what I'm saying? So that's definitely a sign and a symptom of a spiritual awakening. You definitely increase a lot of synchronicities. Next, you have a desire to meditate. You feel like you want to meditate so that you can connect to the source. You understand? And then you really also want to expand your awareness when you meditate. You know, it's just a sudden urge to, you know, it's like something that you've been hearing about all your life, like meditation, but you never really tried it. But now that you're going through this spiritual awakening, now you are trying it. Now you're doing it. You understand? And you realize that you are connecting to the source, which is you. You are the source. You understand? So you definitely are going through a spiritual awakening, people. Signs and symptoms that you are going through a spiritual awakening, people. You start to have vivid and lucid dreams. When you start meditating, it's like you open up, you expand and open up your awareness, which will in turn give you more vivid dreams. You know, actually in your dream, you wake up within your dream and you start learning that you can control your dream. You can do everything you want to do in your dream, you know, and you realize that inside of this dream, it's another reality, you know, and you wake up sometimes and you can't really tell the difference between this reality and the dream. It's just like the dream felt so real. Not only that, in your dreams, you receive guidance. You know, you get information and messages in your dream. You know, during the day, you'll go about your day and all of a sudden you'll remember something in your dream, and it might even occur in this reality. You know, like you got a premonition or something like that in your dream. So that is another thing that will happen when you have a spiritual awakening. Another sign and a symptom of a spiritual awakening, people. Your senses become higher. You're very sensitive when it comes to people's energy. It's like you become an empath. You know, your senses are heightened. You know, you can walk into a room and you can pretty much detect if a person has good vibrations. You know, you don't even have to really look at the person. You can just like sense it from over here, and you can have your back turned and you can sense energy coming from the other side of the room. And you can definitely sense and detect when a person has bad vibes. A lot of the times you'll meet a person, you'll see a person, and then you'll realize this person has bad vibes. You know, I can't trust this person. You know, you'll look at them in their eyes. You'll be like, nah, I can't trust this person. I'm sure of that. I'm sure I just, you know, it's just like a certain kind of feeling that you get. You know, you're very, you have empathy. You know, you can definitely pick up on people's emotions, feelings, vibrations, energy. You know, you have a heightened sense right now. You're very sensitive. So that is definitely a telltale sign that you have gone through or are going through a spiritual awakening, people. Now, another sign and another symptom that you are going through a spiritual awakening, you feel a need to withdraw from people, from the world. It's like you just want to be by yourself. You have that feeling where you just want to just close off, you know. You want to just stay in the house. You want to meditate. You want to do other spiritual things. You might even get into tarot cards, you know. You might get into astrology, you know, things like that. You just want to really close off because it's like your friends and people that know you, they just don't understand you anymore. You know, you want to talk about spirituality. You want to talk about the universe. You know, you want to talk about chakras, you know, that kind of thing. You want to talk about the spiritual journey. And a lot of people, they just cannot connect with you like that. You know, people are, they want to talk about stuff that regular people talk about that has nothing to do with spirituality. They want to talk about matrix type of conversations, and you're not interested in that no more. You know, you're only interested in mind empowering conversations. You understand what I'm saying? So you definitely feel the need to just close off. You don't want to even post anything on social media. You know, you don't want to go out to the clubs. You don't want to go hang out with your regular friends like you used to hang out. You don't want to do those things anymore. You know, you want to enlighten yourself. That is a very, very serious sign that you are going through a spiritual awakening, people. Now, another sign and symptoms that you might be going through right now because you're going through a spiritual awakening. Your creativity seems to just stream out like never before. You know, before you were creative, you know, you were doing things every now and then, but it's like now, it's like, boom. You know, if you're a screenplay writer, now you're writing screenplays, like just amazing screenplays. If you're a musician, you're making the most amazing songs that you never made in your whole life. You're just like, whoa, you're blowing yourself back. You know, you're just like, man, that was dope. You know, if you're an artist, you're drawing masterpieces. You know, it's like your creativity is just really streaming out a lot. You know, your creativity is better than it has ever been ever before. You know, so definitely that is a sign that you are going through a spiritual awakening, because your creativity, it turns into your passion. You know, your passion is going to lead to your purpose in life. It's like the dots will connect. What you're doing right now, the dots are going to connect with the future version of yourself. So that's why you're being so creative right now, because it is going to align with something that you will become in the future. So, signs and symptoms of a spiritual awakening, people. You are full of undescribable, unreasonable joy and peace. It's like you're just so happy. You have a smile on your face everywhere you go, you know, and people are just looking at you like you are so happy, you know. See what's going on. When you have a spiritual awakening, people, it's like you are becoming your greatest version. Like you are becoming your authentic self. And our authentic self, our true self, is full of joy, love, and light. So that's why you are smiling so much. That's why you are just so happy, so joyful, you know, so courageous. Just yes, you know, just every day. It's just you're walking with a pep in your step. You know, you're happy. You love life. You know, you love everything about life. That is a very clear sign that you have gone through or are going through a spiritual awakening, people. Embrace it. Embrace that spiritual awakening, because it's only going to make you become your greatest version, people. Now, signs and symptoms that you are going through a spiritual awakening, people. Pay close attention, people. You crave deep understanding. You find yourself reading mind-empowering books, You find yourself wanting to know more about the universe and everything in it. You understand? You seek information. You seek knowledge. You are learning. You are reading. You want to be around like-minded people who also have an interest in spirituality. You could sit down for hours talking to this person about spirituality subjects. You could sit down and talk about the universe. You could talk about the chakras. It's just so many different things that you could just sit down with this like-minded person and talk about. You only crave information and knowledge, understanding, wisdom, all of those things. That's what you crave right now. It's like you just need it. You need more and more of it. And you're watching videos on it. You're on YouTube watching spirituality videos and meditation videos. All of these things you're starting to do. You know why? Because you have gone through a spiritual awakening. And it's a great thing, people. It's beautiful. These are all the things that happened to me on my journey. You understand? I love the spiritual awakening. I love the person who I am becoming, right now. Because you got to understand, a spiritual awakening just doesn't happen in one day. It doesn't happen in 1 week. It happens gradually in time. It just keeps happening. You keep expanding. Your awareness keeps expanding. You keep learning more, and you keep going down a spiritual journey. That's exactly what it is. It is a journey, people. Now, signs and symptoms that you are going through a spiritual awakening. People, your third eye will open. Yep, your third eye, it connects us to the spiritual realm. It opens up that insight, that intuition. It gets you more in tune with the universe. You understand what I'm saying? It will change your life once your third eye opens. There are different levels to opening the third eye. That is part of the spiritual journey, and it is necessary. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure that you do not deny your third eye being open, people, because it is important on your spiritual journey. Your third eye is open already. It's only going to become more open as you continue to embark on your spiritual journey, people. Now, people, signs and symptoms that you are going through a spiritual awakening. You may discover psychic abilities. Yep. You might become a psychic. Your clairvoyance is definitely going to kick in. When your third eye opens, your clairvoyance is going to become expanded. You're going to be able to see things and foresee things before they even happen. You might have telepathy, energy healing. There are different forms of psychic abilities that you will embrace, that will come to you. Just embrace it, and use it to your advantage when it comes to your spiritual awakening, because it is needed. It's necessary. The universe is going to create the person that you want to become. It's going to help you become that person. The universe is going to create so many opportunities in your life that only happens for a spiritual person. So make sure that you pay close attention, people. You may discover some psychic abilities. Embrace it. Now, signs and symptoms that you are going through or have gone through a spiritual awakening. You realize your true path. You see your true path in life. Everything starts to make sense to you. You know where you want to go. You know where you want to be. You know what you want to do. You understand? Your soul is guiding you towards your life's purpose. And a lot of the times, things that you used to do, that you used to call hobbies in the past, are now connecting the dots with what you are becoming right now. Like me, I was always a music producer, right? And now I find myself on this spiritual journey. Now I'm making like meditation music, affirmation videos, and, just spiritual music for other YouTubers, meditation videos for other YouTubers. It's crazy how the things that you used to do become so much of a big part of your spiritual journey. See, the universe already knew that that's what you were going to be doing. That's why your higher self led you down whatever path that you were doing in the first place. Like if you're an artist and you go down your spiritual journey, it might connect in some kind of way where you start drawing spiritual pictures for people. You just never know, but it will definitely connect somewhere down the line, and it is connected right now with you on your spiritual journey, people. Signs and symptoms that you are going through or have gone through a spiritual awakening. You reevaluate your beliefs. Yeah, it's like you want to unbelieve everything that you believe now and install new beliefs into your belief system, because a lot of the beliefs that we have are limiting beliefs. You want to install limitless beliefs. You start going through a lot of deja vu. It's like you have already done this every day. It's like, damn, did I do this? Did this happen already? That happens to you a lot. You start shifting your relationships. You start getting people out your life that no longer serve you any purpose. You start bringing more spiritual people in your life. And a spiritual teacher will appear. There's going to be either somebody on YouTube that you resonate with, but you got to understand, when you become the student, the teacher will appear. People will come into your life that will teach you more about spirituality. That's when the teacher appears, when you're ready to learn. So you have to really pay close attention to that. Spirituality is also becoming more important in your life. You only want to do things every day that is going to contribute to you becoming more spiritual. You understand what I'm saying? Also people, you start to want to be of service. Yep, you want to service people. You want to help people. You want to do for people. These are the type of things that happen when you go through a spiritual awakening. Also, you have a feeling of just being alone. It's like you are isolated. It's like you are going on this journey by yourself, but that's how it's meant to be. People can't go with you when you are on your spiritual journey. Everybody has their own path. Everybody has their own destiny. Everybody has their own place to go in life, So you are definitely going to have that alone feeling. Also, you all of a sudden have an interest in nature. You love nature. You love to be in nature. You love the energy that you get from nature. You love to be around the trees. You love the animals. You just love earth. You love everything when it comes to nature. You love just being out in it, So that is definitely one of the things that will happen when you have a spiritual awakening. Another thing, your habits and your routines are going to change. You're going to find yourself doing things that are way more healthy. You're going to find yourself with different routines in the morning, like meditating, exercising, eating good, getting rid of any bad habits that might have been affecting your health or holding you back in life. These are the kind of things that you will definitely do, people. Now, these are definitely signs and symptoms that you are going through or have gone through a spiritual awakening. But guess what? You don't have to do it alone. I'm here with you. I'm here for you. You understand? You can always DM me, if you feel like you're alone and you feel like you don't have any like-minded people on your spiritual journey. Now, remember, a spiritual awakening is waking up to the fact that life is more than the physical. It's spiritual, it's consciousness, and it's awareness, and you have been chosen, people. You went through this spiritual awakening for a reason. There is a higher calling for you. The universe has a plan for you, and we definitely, as spiritual people, have to raise the vibration and the frequency on this planet, people. Now, I hope this video was definitely helpful for you, and I hope you got the information that you were looking for. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment on this video, people. I love you. Until the next video, people, peace, peace, and peace. Spirituality, people.